Hey Gabe, good afternoon. Happy Labor Day. This is Mr. Carey. I thought it'd be just easier to record a video response to your questions. Forgive me. It's just easier than typing everything up. So, really briefly, well, first of all, congratulations on becoming a senior first and foremost, and considering the University of San Francisco. Mind you, I didn't do my undergraduate there. You may remember I did my undergraduate work at San Francisco State, which I know was a school that you were interested in as well, at least at one point in time. I did my master's at USF, and to answer my master's in linguistics, and to answer your first question, I picked it because they had a sister relationship. USF did and does with the University of California, Berkeley Extension, which is where I got my TESOL certificate. So I was able to transfer everything I did at Berkeley, all 7 classes, and put that toward a master's, which made it logistically more feasible and not having to take so many classes, and then also financially feasible. My favorite part about USF, and again, I only attended it 2 years, not intimately familiar with the campus. I think that would be one regret, is not having been able to have as much time on campus and getting to enjoy the facilities. But my favorite part was St. Ignatius Church, and the fact that USF is rooted in LaSallian education. And I did my high school at De La Salle, and so that was really nice to attend an institution where faith really drove a lot of the instruction and the core mission of the school itself. So having St. Ignatius on campus is a gorgeous church, and that aspect of it, I think, was a really driving factor for me, and made it one of my favorite parts. Absolutely worth my time while attending. Um, Again, it was short. It was only about a year and a half to 2 years. It was challenging because I was doing it, while working full time, but definitely worthwhile. I felt like I was challenged uh, in a way that made me go beyond what I thought my potential was, while concurrently getting the support that I needed to be able to do that and not feeling alone. I think that's one of the advantages of USF that, San Francisco State tries to create, but you really do have accessibility to your professors. You're not in huge lectures, you're not in huge class sizes. There's plenty of space for discussion and FaceTime, if you will. So it's expensive, there's no question about that. But you do get your money's worth in that regard by having a more intimate college experience in what otherwise might be, kind of a disconnected feeling, especially right now with everything that's going on. I would consider it to be majorly religious, um, unless they side less on the religious side. If I could, yeah, I guess they would. I think it's more social activism right now, with everything that's going on. USF really isn't shying away from the opportunity to distinguish itself as an institution that values equity and racial equity and justice, and empowering students to play an active role in resolving these issues that we're facing. I don't think it's exclusively through the lens of religion. I think it's through a lot of different perspectives. Um, so I guess that would be the kind of the overarching theme is activism, and not so much religion. USF truly embodies the care for the whole person motto. Yes, in that they have ample resources. And again, the regret would be that I didn't take advantage of enough of them. That was just by virtue of, being there part time and commuting. The whole in the intellectual side, the recreational side with, all the different sports and student government, what have you, that they have, the spiritual side, and the activist side, I guess would be the only way that I can put it. So I would agree with that. I just wish I could vouch more personally to having taken advantage of all of those different resources. I'm a bit surprised, I will say, that you're interested in marketing. I would have taken you as being a shoo-in for journalism. Perhaps maybe you've gone through some things recently that have given you a change of heart. Um, Absolutely. I mean, USF being in the city, if you were to do journalism, I'm sure there'd be ample opportunities to work with KQED, which is where I did my internship. Um, Anything in the city. I'm sure no matter what major you choose, you're going to have great opportunities there for internships and immediate employment after or even during school. Um, for marketing, though, I don't know how strong they are. I don't know if that's kind of in their wheelhouse. If you're looking at journalism, I'd politely have you look into San Francisco State just because their broadcast journalism department is fantastic for a public school. You certainly get a bang for your buck. And then also, I thought of you as being a good candidate for Arizona State University if journalism is indeed one of your passions. They have the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism, and they have a great partnership with the PBS NewsHour, and I hear great things about their program too. That's Arizona State. But honestly, Gabe, for marketing, I don't know if I would pick the school so much as I would pick the environment that you want to be in. I mean, for me personally, I feel like marketing, you can kind of be. I think there are a lot of campuses that would offer a great program for you, and I think you're smart in picking a program based on the location. In that sense, I think most all the schools in San Francisco would be a good fit. And USF is expensive, man. I mean, they do have some scholarships, some of which are faith-based scholarships, but you may find that there may be some more economical options in San Francisco, or I would say LA. You may want to look at some schools down in Southern California, or even some of the WUI schools in the West Coast, the western portion of the United States. So I hope that answered your questions. If you have anything else about USF, man, I mean, it's a great location in the heart of the city. If you have the opportunity to live in San Francisco, it's changed a lot since when I graduated about 10 years ago. But there's nothing like San Francisco. It's a world-class city for a reason. And if you enjoy the city, then I think you would very much enjoy USF. So if you have anything else, man, or if there's any other more specific questions, I'd be happy to help answer as a Dawn alumnus. And I hope you're having a great start to your senior year. And thank you again for reaching out. I appreciate it. Good luck to you.